Hi, madam. Good evening. I'm Sean Ramesh. I'm from DGD. I'm doing semester three. Uh, Today, I'm going to talk about my portfolio PC 200. Okay, let's go. What are communication skills? Communication skills are the ability to use when giving and receiving different kinds of information. Some of example include communicating new idea, feelings, or even an update on your project. Communication skills involve listening, speaking, observing, and empathizing. It's also helpful to understand two differences in how to communicate through face-to-face and interaction, phone conversation, and digital communications like email and social media. An example for communication skills, there are different types of communication skills you can learn and practice to help become an attentive communicator. Many of these skills work together, making it important to practice communication skills in different contexts whenever is possible. Uh, Adapting your communication style to audience for your audience. Different styles of communications approached in different situation to make the best use of communication skills. It's important to consider your audience are the most effective format and communicated with them. For example, uh, if you're communicating with a potential employer, it's better to send a formal email or call them on the phone. Depending on the situation, you may even need to send a formal type letter over other form of communication. In the workplace, you can may find it easier communicate complex information in the person or via video conference than is a long, dense email. And giving and receiving feedback. Strong communicator can accept critical feedback and provide constructive input to others. Feedback should answer question, provide solution, or help extend the project to topic at hand. Okay, what is spoken or I mean verbal communication and or non-verbal verbal communication? Okay, verbal communication which includes face-to-face, telephone, radio, and television, and other media. Non-verbal communication covering body language, gestures, how we dress or act, where we stand, and even our scent. There are many subtle ways to we communicate. For example, the tone of voice can give a clue to mood or emotional state, while his hand signals and gesture can add to spoken message. And the importance of communication skills, having a strong communication skills it's in the all aspect of life, from professional life to personal life, and everything fails in between. From a business standpoint, all transition result from communication. Good communication skills are instant to allow others and yourself to understand information more and accurately and quickly. That's all, madam. Thank you.
Good morning, madam. I'm Yogiswari Sukumaran from DGT. Today, I have to explain about communication skill. What are the communication skill? The abilities you utilize when offering and receiving various type of information are known as communication skill. Examples include express fresh thought, emotions, or even an update on your project. The four communication skill of communications are listening, speaking, observing, and empathizing. Understanding the construct between face-to-face contact, phone call, and digital communication like email and social media is also beneficial. Examples of communication skill: to improve your communication, um, to improve your communication abilities, you need study and practice a variety of communication skills. See, many of these abilities are interconnected. It is crucial to practice verbal and non-verbal communication in a variety of settings whenever possible. The next is adapting your communication style to your audience. It's crucial to think about your audience and the best way to interact with them. It is call or write a formal email when connecting with the possible employer. It could be simple to explain complex material in a person or over a video conversation at work. Giving and the next is giving and receiving feedback. Strong communicators can take criticism well and provide others helpful advice. A feedback should address concerns, offering options, or help advance the project or subject at hand. Finally, the last one is verbal and non-verbal. Spoken or verbal communications, which includes face-to-face, telephone, radio, television, and other media. Non-verbal communication includes things like or posture, body language, how, how we dress or conditions, and signal and gesture can enhance verbal words. Thank you.
Good evening, madam. My name is Syed Ansega. I'm from Diploma in Graphic Designing course. Today, I'm present my portfolio video about subject PC 200 communication skills. What are communication skills? Communication skills are the talents to use to give and receive different forms informations. Example including sharing original ideas, feelings, or even a project update. The four C's of communication are compassion, compassion, and compassion. It's also helpful to understand the difference between spoken communication via phone conversation, in-person interaction, and digital communication via email and social media. Communication skills example, you might learn and practice a range of communication skills to enhance your ability to communicate. It is essential to practice verbal and non-verbal communication in a variety of contexts, as many of these skills are related. Um, Adjusting your communication approach for the target audience is essential to consider your target and the most effective manner to communicate with them. When contacting a potential employer, it is advisable to give them a call or send a professional email. Explain difficult information in person or via video. Conferring at work would be easier. Providing and accepting criticism. People who are good at communicating may accept the criticism well and provide other useful advice. Feedback needed to clarify issues, provide solution or promote the activity or topic at hand. And also, speaking of verbal communication can take place over the phone, in person, on radio or television, or through other means. Our posture, body language, gesture, how we dress or act, and even our perfume are all examples of non-verbal communication. We communicate with people in many subtle ways, sometimes even unintentionally. For instance, a person's voice tone may reveal their emotional or mental state, while hand signal and gesture can support verbal communication. That's all, madam. Thank you.